Hello everyone, it's Pat from Beads and Plenty More, and today I'm going to talk about the mask hangers that we've been making at the store. I did a video earlier about these, but we've brought in some new product and we're making them a little fancier because people are wanting to look a little bit nicer with their mask hanger, more like a piece of jewelry instead of just a utility product. This was my first one that I made. We've also, I should mention, we've brought in this aluminum chain. We've got these nice big links and we've got some smaller links. And one of the big advantages of the aluminum chain is that you can open the links and close them like a jump ring. So you don't have to use jump rings, which sometimes don't hold as good. And both the smaller one and the bigger one will open quite easily. So that was one of my designs with the black chain, which is quite nice, and I used the lobster clasps on that. Then I went a little more fancy with the pink chain and put some beads at the end, and these beads are on some wire, and I just did a wire wrap loop to attach them onto the lobster clasp. So that's another idea, another design. And the wire also comes in the chain also comes in gold, so we of course have to do a gold one. And I used some of this beaded link beads here with the wire already attached, so that's really easy. You just cut off a piece and add them in. I'm trying to make them as simple as we can so that we can get them made and get them ready for wearing. And a couple of the links at the end into the lobster clasp. So today I'm going to do one that's going to be mainly in the silver, and just using a little bit of the black to add some color. And also I'm going to put a couple of beads at the end that will attach right into the lobster clasp. So I've already opened the silver one here with the black, and I'm going to attach that on here. And I like to use the nylon jaw pliers for opening and closing this aluminum chain, because it does tend to mark a little if you use your regular pliers too hard on it. It's soft enough that you can use your hands if you've got strong hands to open and close these. They're not really that hard to open and close. So that's hooking that one on there. And the other side, I've got the big black one here that's going to hook on this side. And then my beads will go right into the lobster clasp. Again, if you don't have two pairs of nylon jaw pliers, you can put some masking tape on your regular chain nose pliers, and that will protect them. Protect the chain from the pliers. Okay, so we've got the basic part of the unit made up, and I'm going to then put the lobster clasps on with these two beads that I've got ready to put on. So I use the round nose pliers to make the loop, and then I'm going to hook this loop into the chain, and then we'll finish up the loop, the wire wrap loop, to make it secure. So it's in there like that. Use my round pliers to hold the loop, and another pair of pliers to wrap the wire. Got the piece of wire here. You can never make enough wire wrap loops. That's always one of the best ways to attach your wire and finish off anything. It's very secure, and it's also very attractive. So get a couple of wraps around, and then we're going to use the cutters to cut off that excess bit. And of course wrap that last little bit in there. Just a tiny bit there that time. And we'll use the chain nose to drop that down. Then on the other side, I've got it set up to go into the lobster clasp. So we'll go in like that with my round, loop that I've already made. I'll make another one to show you how to do that. I like to use the round ones as my holding pliers after I've formed the loop with the round plier. And I'm very right-handed, so I always have to switch everything into my left hand as the holder hand. If you're ambidextrous, I suppose you could probably use either hand for that. 2 wraps is usually enough. 3, sometimes it's okay too. If you want another wrap, is no problem. So we'll just nip that bit off and tuck that last bit in nice and neat. Also, another reason for doing the tucking, of course, is to keep from having the wire hurt your fingers or your skin of any place. So what I did with these 2 beads was put the big one on next to the chain and the smaller one on top. I took the round nose pliers to make the first wrap loop, and leaving a good long tail so that it's easy to do the wire wrap loop. Made a piece like that. Go to the other side and make my other one so that the beads don't fall off. And of course leaving that neck for doing the wrap. And we're going to hook this one into the chain. Again, back with my round to hold. And my chain nose for grabbing a hold and doing the 2 rounds. It's always best to leave a good amount of wire when you're doing this. It's very difficult to do a wire wrap loop if you're short of wire. A little bit more excess this time. Cut that away. And again, do the tuck. The crimping pliers are also very handy for doing this tuck because they're rounded and you can get the wire into the little notch and it makes a nice even tuck. Okay, on with the lobster clasp. And with my round pliers as holders. And the chain are going to be the wrappers. Got a good long piece this time, too long. A couple rounds, and we will cut that away. Another thing I wanted to talk about too was the elastics with the slider that we're carrying in the store. That is also a good unit to be making your masks with if you're making a mask, or even if you just want to add to a ready-made one. They come with the slider already on them, like that, and they move around so that you can make the mask tighter or looser, and the white will hook on at this point here. And I've got my mask that I have here has got the black on it, and we were going to have both of these in the store. So these mask hangers that I made, we will hook on like this with the lobster clasp will go on the bottom loop of your mask, like that. And on the other side, we'll put the lobster on the bottom loop over here, so that when you're wearing the mask, and you can take it off and leave it on your chest if you're not needing to wear it somewhere, like when you're driving, for example. So I hope you're anxious to make some more mask hangers. They look like jewelry more than just ordinary little pieces now with these ideas, and have fun with that.